Record high unemployment. It's why there's a nationwide moratorium on most evictions. But an Arizona mother finding out that won't help her because she isn't behind on her rent. For the Rebound Arizona, here's ABC 15 investigator Courtney Holmes.
There are a lot of moving parts to this story, but the bottom line is, if you're on a month-to-month lease or your lease is about to run out, the CDC moratorium may not prevent your eviction, even if your rent is up to date.
They left it on a doorstep for me.
A summons for court. Kristen Lewis was being sued for eviction from the Cave Creek home that she'd been renting for nearly 5 years.
Did I have to get this off the property? Because it's not theirs.
The January notice, a culmination of her months-long fight to keep her and her 3 kids housed after her home health business fell apart.
Due to the pandemic, we lost every single contract we had.
She got behind, but managed to keep the rent paid. And it turns out doing that may have made it easier to evict her.
I just think it's just so sad. This is exactly why this moratorium is in effect.
Maricopa County Human Services says it paid Kristen's landlord $4,500 for 3 months.
I was paid up until December 23rd.
But in October, just a few weeks after the county made a deposit, Kristen says she received this letter from her landlord's attorney, a notice of non-renewal. He wanted to move in to prepare to sell the house, and she had about 6 weeks to get out.
I was very surprised.
She's surprised because the landlord accepted the county rental assistance and then told her he needed her out. She thought the eviction was being done in bad faith. Difficult to prove, but she'd hoped a judge would let her try.
Maricopa County paid through December 23rd, Your Honor, and Herb had already had that information when he was trying to evict me.
Well, ma'am, you were not being evicted for non-payment of rent. You're being evicted because you were given a 30-day notice on a month-to-month lease.
And since Kristen is not behind in rent,
this case is over. Thank you.
Because I pay my bills, I'm getting evicted.
It's not debt relief money.
Pam Bridge is with Community Legal Services, a legal aid nonprofit.
It's supposed to be so that the tenant can stay in the place during a time of pandemic.
But that is not guaranteed. So she says before applying for assistance, tenants should negotiate with their landlord.
In return, I would like you to sign that you are not going to try to evict me within the next 2 months, 3 months, however you want to negotiate it.
Kristen, who shares custody of her children, is well past that point.
If I don't live in Cave Creek or near it, I'm not going to have my kids.
Preparing to leave during a pandemic with nowhere to put her things or her family.
And there's nothing around here. This moratorium has let everybody else stay. The landlords, but my landlord has decided during this time frame he wants me out.
ABC 15 received a statement from her landlord's attorney saying in part, "We believe our client's claims to be reasonable, fair, and fully within the law."
Kristen is still in the house, and she's filed an appeal, hoping to get her deposit back and get some additional time due to a COVID exposure to a family member. Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.